Hey guys, what's up? It's Karl here, and iPhone 12 is officially in the studio, and I'm gonna try to do a very quick one-take wonder here to give you guys a very quick unboxing of what Apple's latest flagship is. If you wanna click over to the next video, we've got iPhone 12 Pro here, so that will be coming shortly, but we can initially see how tiny the package is. I've got the product red version here, and iPhone 12 is the one that comes in a bunch of different colorways, 5 to be exact, but it is thin because we no longer have a charging brick. I know that's created a bit of controversy, but Apple is saying it's doing so to be more environmentally friendly. I do have the new MagSafe charger, which we'll check out. Remember, you do have to purchase this separately in order to use it. So quickly taking this out, iPhone 12 slides off, and right away we've got the product red right up top, so that's looking super fresh. You already know what that's gonna say, designed by California in Apple, and just the standard USB-C to Lightning charging cable. So at least you get one of those. Obviously no charging brick. Tinier user manuals, warranty info, and now we only get the one solo Apple sticker, just in the standard white. Obviously it would have been dope if that was red. The iPhone 12 does start at $799 US or $1129 Canadian. I know that we get a bit shafted with our pricing, but removing the new screen protector up front and initially powering that on, we can see the brand new design of the iPhone 12. So it's got sharper corners, and I've always been a fan of that. I think this has come since the iPhone 4. It just feels a bit nicer to hold in the hand. It does seem a bit modern, and when I take my older iPhone 11 now, you can really see the differences here in the sharpness of the edges compared to the rounded edges found on the older gen. And I'm actually gonna use my iPhone 11 here to start up my iPhone 12, and that should sync up nice. And as the 12 sets up, you can already see there's a small difference here in form factor. Even though they share the same display size, 6.1 inches, I believe there's 11% smaller of a form factor on the 12. Around the device, it's very similar. So volume rocker, the on-off switch of the audio. I don't really know what the correct word is for that. Further down on the bottom, we've got the SIM card slot tray, and on the bottom, lightning port. I still wish we went to USB-C, but you also have speaker grills around that. Sleep button / on and off button on the last side, and up top, it is completely free of anything. And the first big difference that I've noticed here against the standard iPhone 11 is the display. So although it's the same size, like I mentioned, 6.1 inches, we're now moving away from LCD to OLED, and it's their Super Retina XDR display, and it gets up to 1200 nits of brightness depending on the type of content you're watching. And boosting up the brightness all the way, obviously it's probably overexposed on this shot, but it gets way brighter. So when you're outside, when you're in really well-lit conditions, that should definitely help on viewing angles and watching content on your screen. The one thing that I still wish we did have on iPhone models, even say on the Pro models, is the 60 Hz refresh rate. We're still stuck, maybe increasing it to a base of 90. You've got $400 Android phones that have that, and I think that's one of the key features that I truly miss, and I think we won't see that till the next gen of iPhones. We already have that though on the iPad Pro. Why can't we get that on an iPhone? The next thing that I think everyone wants to see is how this charges. So it does still have a lightning port like I mentioned, but everyone wants to see how well the new MagSafe kind of works. So I've got the MagSafe charger connected now to my Pro Display XDR that plugs it in the back. And technically now when you place the iPhone on, and when you remove it, you can still see that the MagSafe still stays connected to the back of the iPhone, and then they've done that obviously for a purpose. Most wireless charging, when you lift the phone off, the actual charging unit stays on the desk, but because this is magnetic, it should stay stuck. And it should theoretically work with cases. I've got an orange new case here. You can even see on the back of the cases, that's where the actual magnet should go, and this clashes horribly, the red on the orange, but just testing this out for sake of this video, the iPhone is charging. So obviously that works, and when you lift this up, even through the case, the MagSafe still kind of lifts up. So just keep that in mind, and remember, all of these extra accessories cost money. The next big thing on the iPhone 12 is actually something that you can't see. It's what's found on the inside. It's their new silicone. It's the A14 Bionic. So obviously right off the bat, this phone is one of the quickest, snappiest that I've used. In more in-depth testing, I'll definitely test that out. And I think the key thing to remember here, it's actually the same chip found in the iPhone 12 Pro. So if you're eyeing both devices strictly performance-wise, and when I get to this video, these will perform exactly the same. And of course, the iPhone 12 is cheaper. The back, we've still got a double lens system, and that's very similar to what we have on the older iPhone 11, but there are updates coming to the actual glass. So it's a brand new 12 megapixel wide, and we still have the 12 megapixel ultra wide, which is my personal favorite. Once again, in more testing, in my review, I will take way more sample shots, but just from some of the PR pics that Apple sent over, it seems to be super impressive. Apple phones are usually some of the best smartphone cameras on the market. I kind of see that continuing with the iPhone 12. One thing that I almost forgot though, for the display, there's actually their new coating over top, and it's called Ceramic Shield. You actually can't see it with your eye or of course feel it, and it's actually infused with nano ceramic crystal, so it should provide 4 times better drop protection. I'm not gonna try to drop my brand new iPhone 12. It should definitely survive more in drops, and I'm not too sure if that actually helps out with any scratch resistance. So if you know, leave that down below in the comments, but I will keep you guys updated in my full review. And right now I'm actually gonna switch on over to the iPhone 12 Pro. So I hope you guys enjoyed your very first look unboxing of just the standard iPhone 12. If you have any other questions, any other comparisons you want to see, let me know down below, and I guess happy iPhone 12 day. We'll catch the rest of you in one of my next vids. Peace!